No big change to report on the white sturgeon situation. The new sturgeon seems to be doing better, adjusting to the warmer water. The smaller one-eyed guy still tries to leave the tank, as you can see. This bulge in his stomach is, I think it's the overinflated bladder. The only one that's doing much better is this guy, who's swimming laps around to the best that he can. So that's what I was hoping all of them would do. Hopefully the new guy will learn the same thing. That's the new guy. But the small guy is just stubbornly trying to leave the tank. Well, this has been bothering me to the point that I've decided to put together a new tank for them, build it from scratch myself, probably from acrylic, in that corner that I showed you. It's going to be about 12 foot by 4 foot wide by 4 foot deep. Okay, so I'm going to utilize the space that I was saving for this tank anyway. I really need to finish at 10,000 gallons, but things like this pop up and get in the way. Look at them. The 10,000 gallons has got the front glass standing. It's only 10 foot wide, or long I should say. We couldn't afford the 12 foot one, but I have no time to finish it since February, and we're in October, so it's been 8 months. Something's always in the way. I figured out, I had a good guess who was bothering the sturgeon. Now this new guy has a badly tattered tail. Wow, I just noticed it the first time. Yeah, I guess I didn't figure out who was doing it. I thought it was the lemon fin barb, tinfoil barb, that got transferred into this tank. That guy. I got him out yesterday, but today I can see this sturgeon's fins are in a poor shape. The adipose, the anal fin, and the tail fin. So somebody else is biting his fins in here. So who's remaining? Only the, I'm thinking lungfish or the lungfish, the West African lungfish, which usually doesn't bother anybody unless it's getting bothered. And it's not hungry either. Maybe the knife, the big knife, has been harassing the small knife for the most part. So I really don't know who's doing that. But regardless, this is no good. I'm going to have to do something about that too. It's ridiculous. It's funny that the new guy and the restless old guy, they have a little bit of damage on their fins, but the one that's doing better looks much better. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take him out before I build that tank anyway. Put him in a different tank or take out all these tank mates and find a new spot for them. I can't believe peacocks or the largemouth bass doing it, or arowana. or the tiger shovel nose. I'm sorry, Tigrinus catfish. I don't think they would have done that. So that only leaves the lungfish and the knife fish. But knife fish can be aggressive and bully when, see how he likes to take over this hide all to himself, and if anybody enters, like the lungfish, he will drive it out by biting it. So maybe it was a knife, I don't know. This guy's just trying to leave the tank. That's all he's concerned with. Day after day after day. Well, such are our unsettling news or updates. We're gonna have to do something about this for sure. That upsets me, this tail, the tailed fins on this new sturgeon. Yesterday there was just a tiny little bits missing when I rehomed the lemon fin tinfoil barb. Maybe it's a latent or delayed damage. Maybe it's all barb doing and it just developed a little later. Sometimes it happens like that. Okay, it's been a full week that this guy is doing this. He's not gonna stop. He's driven by instinct to get out of this tank and water, and he'll do it until he dies. And actually the other one, the newest one, this one, does the same thing but not as much. So that forced me to... The only one that's doing okay is one of the original ones. Is much better. But anyhow, this forced me to set up this tub, 180-gallon tub with a circular flow. So I'm gonna try him here and see if it's any better. I just hooked it up to the sump on this bank of six tanks. So we're gonna catch him, put him here, and see if they get any better. Just one Jibao pump running it. And I can dial it up as I need to, because it's a DC pump with a controller. Right now running only at 1/10 of its power. Okay, they've been in this tub for about I want to say 15 minutes. The one-eyed guy, the smallest, he's got a lot of air in his stomach or in his swimming bladder, so he can't even go down. So he keeps doing what he's doing, sticking his head out of the water. I'm hoping he's gonna come down and calm down, and also come down and swim on the bottom as he should. Those other two guys are doing well. This one is also sticking his head a little bit out and his nose, but not too much and not too often. That's the newest replacement. Okay? The one that is doing better in the tank is doing fine in this tub also. The water is spinning that way, clockwise, so they're going to be swimming against the current, hopefully, and enjoying themselves soon. This is about a couple hours later. The one that's doing good, still doing good. The new guy that was struggling just a little bit looks good. He doesn't stick his snout out of the water too much anymore. The small one-eyed guy that was doing the worst, he was doing the same thing here for a long time, what he was doing in the tank, because the overinflated swimming bladder wouldn't let him sink. It looks like he's making some progress. He's starting to swim more below the surface and not bobbing like a bobber. This is not him, this is actually the one that was doing good. That's the one that's bobbing. He's trying to stay in the water, see? When he stops swimming, he just surfaces up. But as I was saying, not as bad, so I'm gonna give him some more time to adjust on his own. If he does not adjust on his own, I'm pondering to try that advice from one of our peer commentators who said to try to give him a salty water bath to snap him out of this behavior, as they put it. So maybe we could do that, but I'm hoping he can do it on his own. He's been making some progress in the 2 hours, so there is a promise.